Another mass shooting in America.
It feels like this happens over and over and over again. It begs the damn question, what the hell's going on in the United States of America? What the hell's wrong with us?
Just this year, there have been an average of 11 mass shootings per week.
Police are investigating a string of deadly shootings.
A man opened fire on a group of workers, killing at least 8 people.
10 souls have been lost in Boulder, Colorado.
We mourn, and then the political debate begins again.
We know the vast majority of Americans support rational gun violence legislation.
And it's time to put these laws on the books and protect even more people.
A divisive political battle that is mostly decided state by state. And more often than not, the states with looser gun laws are ones that typically swing red, protective of their Second Amendment rights.
And every time there's a shooting, we play this ridiculous theater where this committee gets together and proposes a bunch of laws that would do nothing to stop these murders.
But data shows that states with stricter gun laws do have lower rates of gun violence.
We know when research is done, it shows the impact of these laws and helps us to have an educated, informed conversation as a country about what actually works.
To start, let's look back at this map. The Gifford Law Center for Preventing Gun Violence ranks states based on how strict their gun laws are. Alaska, Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, and Montana all received some of the lowest ratings. They're also the top 5 states with the highest rate of gun deaths. Hawaii, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New York, and New Jersey have the lowest rate of gun deaths. They also have the higher ratings when it comes to stricter gun laws.
It often comes down to who can buy a gun, something that universal background checks regulate.
States without background checks have an average firearm homicide rate that's nearly 60% higher than states that do. And in states where laws prohibit people who have been convicted of a violent crime from owning guns, saw an 18% drop in homicide rates.
The pushback from Second Amendment activists often points to examples like Chicago. It has extreme and consistent issues with gun violence, despite it being a very blue city and has some of the nation's strongest gun laws.
But a report by the Chicago mayor's office found that most of the, quote, crime guns recovered were initially purchased outside of Illinois, in states with more relaxed laws. Outside of background checks, there are a multitude of other laws states can pursue, like these red flag laws, which allow family members to prevent people from purchasing firearms if they're a risk to themselves or others.
Extreme risk protective orders, fully comply with due process. Recent study in California identified at least 21 instances in which mass shootings had been prevented by the use of extreme risk protective orders.
19 states have enacted laws to issue these orders. Florida was the only one passed by a Republican legislature, weeks after the Parkland shooting. There's been constitutional challenges on these laws in some states, but even in Florida, the law was upheld after a due process challenge. Across the country, gun violence is higher than last year and versus pre-pandemic levels.
Guns don't have to disappear in order to reduce gun violence, but the data is clear. States with stricter gun laws have lower rates of gun violence.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.